Hey everyone, Mitch here at AbelCine with the new Alphatron EVF. It's a very popular unit. This viewfinder has pretty high resolution screen. It has the eyepiece will flip up and it's a 3.5 inch screen, so you can actually use it as a small monitor. It has peaking and zebras and false color mode and pixel zoom and just lots of different adjustments. You can even use it, set custom frame lines on it. Takes HDSDI in and passes that through, or it will take HDMI in and either pass that through or convert it to HDSDI to go out to other things. Really pretty versatile device. It will mount Sony L-series batteries on here, or it actually comes included with a P-tap cable, so you have that included in the kit with you. So it makes it a really nice complete kit. The one thing that you need to complete the kit though is a way to mount it on your camera. There's various options out there, and it has 1/4-20 mount points on it, but the one that we really like is this new mounting system from Solid Camera. It's in several different pieces, so I just want to sort of run through that with you. This is their universal mount piece, and this little mount has different holes at different spacing, so you can put the bolts through wherever you might need to for different mounting applications. This is a Sony F3 with a Berkey top plate, which is a very popular combination, and this will mount directly on here at several different positions. You can also use it on any Berkey plate, such as this one that is on the new Sony FS700. This is the Berkey plate sandwiched in between the camera and the top handle from Sony, and so it'll mount right on there. And you can also use the different hole spacings to mount to other rigs, including the Scarlett and Epic cameras from Red. There's various manufacturers who make top plates for these cameras, but they all pretty much follow the same hole spacing as standard, which is a 9mm center to center hole spacing, which there are slots in this for that, so it'll mount right up there. And you can also even mount it to our new Phantom Miro cameras, accessory plates that AbelCine manufactures, those mounting plates, and this will go right on it. So we can take this guy, just go ahead and mount it on here. Now I'm mounting it to the front, but I could mount it anywhere along the way on here. And you think, well, why would you not mount to the front? Obviously, you don't want the viewfinder way in the back. But the nice thing about this system is that it's actually quite versatile, and you could mount it in the back and still be able to use it handheld, which I will explain in just a moment. Now, this little track piece right here has 2 indents, and those indents are a safety feature. Here's the first part of the arm, and it just sort of slides on here. And when you slide that in place, this little lever, which you can lock out of the way, you see it moves quite freely along there, but when you put it in place, it sets a pin, and now this can't fall off. You can slide it back here into this section, can't fall off. So you're safetied. Once you find the spot wherever it is along the way that you like, you just tighten this blue knuckle, and now that's nice and safe. The next section is just like the first section. The same sort of joint that is mounted on the side of the viewfinder here. And I can slide this guy on. A little awkward from the back, but now I'm again safetied along this rod. And when I find the spot that I like, I just tighten that in place. What's really neat about this system is the nature of these joints. They are tensioned, sort of like a tripod head. You can move this wherever you like, and wherever you go, it will retain its spot. You don't have to loosen the clamp, move it, and then tighten the clamp again. They're adjustable. There's little black knobs on here that you can rotate and, well, adjust how much tension you have going on there. But wherever you go, once you let go, that's where it shall stay. And there's a huge range of adjustment on here. So like I was showing you, you can go out that far with this one, and let's say you slide this guy way up here. Now look how far forward you are, and even at that same spot, I could be way back here, but then I could lift that up and I could be way back here. So imagine if this plate was mounted back here and then I swung this forward, gives you a lot of range, because now you get behind the camera and you can really be operating from here. huge range that you have to work with this viewfinder system. And if it's too much range, and it gets in a little annoying to have that much adjustability, then you can simplify it. I can take this guy, slide it right off, and instead put this piece directly on this track. Just go right here. A little awkward again when I'm standing back here behind it, but there we go. Now I just tighten that up. Again, I still have that adjustment held in place, but makes a nice, clean, small handheld rig. Now, the system itself mounts to the AlphaTron via a custom little piece right here. So this is the mounting cradle. It doesn't really cradle it as much as it grabs onto it on the side here. This is a prototype one, which is why it's still bare metal. It'll be black anodized when they're shipping. But that is specific to the AlphaTron. But if you don't have an AlphaTron viewfinder, then this is sort of the universal generic cradle. And it mounts in place, just 3 little screws there. And now you have the adjustment to put, you actually could put the AlphaTron on here, or you could instead choose to put any other EVF or even a small monitor like the TV Logic 5.6. So you have a lot of options and adjustability with a system like this. And what's really special about it is that it puts it right where you need the viewfinder to be. So I go ahead and take this guy, and I've got the AlphaTron EVF along with the solid camera viewfinder mount system available from AbelCine.